we're not talking about KD or Kawhi anyway. They ain't coming. We're talking about the other guys, Chris Middleton, whoever, guys like that. LeBron is definitely a better recruiter because they know the fastest way to a championship could be through him.
You're wrong. It's Magic Johnson. It's not LeBron James, and you're missing the point as to why. I'll get to that in a second. Before I get to that, I wanted to say this. This is a classic example of LeBron James trying to dictate a narrative again, and KD being caught right up in it. It's not a negative. It's not an insult. I'm just saying that LeBron is a master at it, and KD is learning more and more every day. They have each other's phone number. They both have homes in L.A. There's plenty of opportunities to talk and meet. You do not have to talk on the court to one another while covering your mouth. First of all, whatever they're talking about is none of our damn business. Yeah. That's number one. It's none of our business. But number two, and more importantly, what real substantive conversation are you going to have with each other near midcourt at the Staples Center? Chances are pretty much zero. So the covering your mouth and all of that stuff was to give the impression that you were really talking about something. Just because you knew the media would talk to it, y'all can just sip up on that sauce all y'all want to. I'm not buying it. I don't really give a damn what you were talking about to begin with. But more importantly, LeBron and KD wanted that kind of attention. Folks bought it, I guess, including this show, hook, line, and sinker. It ain't in my business. I don't give a damn. I'll see y'all this summer. Now let me get to the point about Magic Johnson and LeBron James. LeBron James should have that kind of profound impact as a recruiter. It's not that what you said is wrong, Max, in theory, or is wrong in terms of how it should be. But in light of the season that the Los Angeles Lakers have had, it's not about LeBron. If the Lakers had made the playoffs, all your points would be exponentially more valid. The problem is we saw the combination of Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka really struggle to the degree, and I'm not knocking either of them. This is Magic's first go-round at this particular job, as well as Rob Pelinka. I think they need a more experienced individual in the mix. That's what I think they need. But my point is, because of how they struggled this year as a front office, any prospective free agent feels obligated to look at that. What kind of team are you going to give us? How are you going to run this organization? All of those little supplementary parts that contribute to championships. How do we know that you're going to be able to handle that? Jeannie Buss talking about how she raised an eyebrow at one time, wondering who she could trust because of the things that were put out there. Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka, some of the things that have been said about Rob Pelinka, even though one could argue it's out of jealousy because he was a successful agent to some degree. Representing Kobe certainly didn't hurt. He's achieved a lot, and there might be people that are hating on him. We don't know. But in the end, what it comes down to is, you know who LeBron James is. You know what he's going to bring to the table. As a player, even at the age of 34, approaching age 35, if you're one of his contemporaries, you believe in him. The question you have is not about LeBron. The question you have about, if I come and join LeBron, am I going to be in the same situation that you were in because of what you had to deal with this year, LeBron, or do I have reason to have faith in the Lakers organization? Only Magic Johnson can truly answer that, not LeBron.
Yeah, well, okay, that's right. But how is Magic perceived along those lines? Whereas LeBron, so look at the list here, okay? Think about two guards that'll be available in free agency. Klay Thompson would be the #1 priority. Let's say the Warriors retain him. Chris Middleton, you would think, if you could get him, especially below a max deal, if that's possible. Danny Green, all these guys can shoot. All would be perfect fits next to LeBron. But at forward, Bogdanovich, Mirotic, Marcus Morris. At center, they had him. Brook Lopez, Marc Gasol. A lot of these guys you may be able to get on deals. They can all shoot. Most of them can defend. And, I mean, like, all of them fit perfectly next to LeBron James.
But Max,
so if you're one of these players who's not a superstar, Stephen A., but you want to be a part of maybe a championship picture for the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron is the Lord.
Max, the only reason I'm trying to interject is because you're veering away from the point that I really want to make, and that is this. If you needed to be convinced about the Lakers organization, are you looking for LeBron to do that or Irvin Magic Johnson to convince you about the organization? See, I know that if somebody needs convincing about LeBron, that's different. But to be convinced about the organization, even though you're going to talk to LeBron and he's one of your contemporaries, at some point in time, if you're a marquee dude, you're going to have to sit in front of Magic Johnson and be like, yo, what are we doing? What kind of future exists here? You're going to have to talk to Magic Johnson. That's why I think, because it's Magic Johnson. If it was some regular executive that never played, that's different. But a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest point guards that have ever played this game, to be in the president of basketball operations position, he's going to have to do some convincing.
No, all I think Magic has to do to convince players is leave them with the impression that he's competent. Because obviously LeBron's going to get a lot of what he needs. He'll have a say in the coach, in the way the team is organized, as it should be, right? He like Magic, is a basketball genius. He should have input. All Magic has to do is show them we're competent. This is not like the Jim Buss, Mitch Kupchak years. We're better than that.
But that matters.
That's different than than selling them Magic Johnson.
Why are you talking like that's a small thing? If I'm a guy, if I'm Magic Johnson and I go out and I hire Ty Lue. Ty Lue took Cleveland to 3 straight finals, plus he won a championship.
Mm-hmm.
I got LeBron James. So my question is about Magic. You can't say, if you're somebody, it can't be like, oh, all they have to do is convince them we're competent, we're not Jim Buss. Oh, no, that's not a little thing. That's a very big thing to a marquee guy.
Team X has no one on the roster. You're a free agent, and there's a GM, whatever you think about him, do you want to sign there? Team Y has LeBron James on the roster, right? So LeBron James may chase away Kevin Durant or Kawhi Leonard, but he's going to attract a lot of the next wave of free agents, making him more important since they ain't getting Kawhi or KD anyway.